In preparation for the Summer Olympics, the already hated President Macron is authorized to spend $1.4 billion to clean up the famous French river, the Seine, which is insane. So in response to this, perceived slap in the face and wasted money to clean up a dirty river, they are going to congregate on the Seine on June 23rd, pull down their pantaloons, and take some big, smelly baguette and cheese-filled shits right in the river. These are AI images, I'm sure, because these are toilets lined up on the Seine.
Oh, yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 1478 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, June 7th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this pod. Everything you need to know in 40-ish minutes or less. But if you need more, go to patreon.com/hardfactor. Today, lots of high-profile stories surrounding poops and potential poops. Also the Baldwins, petty criminals, and more. Mark and Wes join me on this podcast.
Yeah, Alec is a piece of shit, so more.
Yeah, that's just
right.
more shit.
There's more shit, Alec's a piece of shit,
We're turds in the bowl. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pungent.
His wife too. She's a piece of shit too.
Hilaria?
Yeah.
Hilaria?
Fake whatever she was.
Fake accent is what,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was what people were saying back.
Well, that's funny though. Fake accent's funny.
I don't know if she's a real piece of shit, but I know he is.
Well, he did kill that woman.
She married a piece of shit. And
Yeah.
this is, not just the killing. It's constant abuse of people verbally and physically. And
Right. I mean, also when he
this
called
isn't
his
a
daughter,
political statement
called
of any
his daughter
kind.
the
He's
little
just a jerk.
piggy.
Yeah.
Remember if you've heard the drunken voicemail he left her, it's a real gem. If
Yeah,
which
beating up flight attendants, playing Words of Friends on the plane, and
which one's worse? The Mel Gibson recording where he was hammered, talking about like the Jews and whatnot, or the Alec Baldwin where he's called
Mel Gibson. Yeah.
it's not even close. Well,
where he says the pack of N-words. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he goes that far in that one.
Oh, he go. You haven't heard the whole thing? Holy shit! It's one of the most racist tirades I've ever heard.
Alec Baldwin was drunkenly
one
calling
about
his daughter
Jews.
fat pig, which is not great, but Mel Gibson was getting after the Jews and the blacks hard.
Yeah, both very drunk.
Yeah,
yeah, as drunk as you get. Yeah,
yeah.
I think
doing
Alec
just
was
vile
drunker,
things,
which makes the Mel Gibson one even better or even worse.
But that's confusing to me because Alec Baldwin claims he's been sober for 35 years or something like that, and that little piggy voicemail was like 15-20 years ago. It's right in the middle of when he claims he was sober, so maybe he had like a quick relapse and he's counting.
Well, he was clearly hammered drunk. He was blacked out in that voicemail.
That's what I thought too. But he
went on to kill somebody, and Mel Gibson didn't. So there's that too. So
don't count Mel out.
Yeah, I mean he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it all the time, but he hasn't yet. And Alec has acted on.
We're not confusing Alec with David Hasselhoff, are we? Because he left a very
Did David Hasselhoff call his daughter Piggy? So maybe Alec Baldwin didn't. Okay.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin did.
I know David Hasselhoff left a very drunk message to his daughter, and I thought that he was the one that called her.
No, it's Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin
called his daughter a piggy and was talking shit
they
about
both did
abusing her. Your mommy let you eat, you piggy. Like, she was 12.
Oh, it's a great one. I mean, I wouldn't listen to either just because they're abusive messages. Both of them definitely very abusive, but both. I mean, you just see how drunk Mel and Alec get, and so
he in Alec Baldwin's voicemail to his daughter, he goes, "I don't give a damn that you're 12 years old or 11." So he didn't know her age during the voicemail.
Hadn't seen her in years. Just wanted to call her fat. just call her fat and move on with his day.
More to come on Alec Baldwin later in the show.
Nice. Well, yeah. You guys want to get into it? Start off this poopathon.
Lots of poop today.
Yeah, lots of poop. So I have the must-see event of 2024, and it's going down in Paris, which is the host city of the 2024 Summer Olympics, which kick off July 26th. But it's not an Olympic event. I'm talking about that is the must-see event. This event takes place a month before the games are set to kick off. Supposed to happen on June 23rd. And so a little backstory. You see, in preparation for the Summer Olympics, the already hated President Macron is spending, authorized to spend $1.4 billion to clean up the famous French River, the Seine, which is insane, right?
Yeah,
Right?
it's a lot of money.
There's a lot of money.
Yeah,
Clean up
he's
the
gonna
river.
find ways, to.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do when you're given that kind of money? You just give the contracts to your friends, right? I mean, that's what happens in the United States.
I mean, contract guys are licking their lips. 1.4 billion to do nothing, essentially. That's a sweet gig.
Waste management contracts are some of the shadiest there are. If you've ever seen a movie or
that river might get dirtier after the 1.4 spent.
Yeah,
right. I mean, the Olympics is coming. They should do a study now and then after the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's gonna be way.
Well, you don't want a Brazilian ocean water incident, though. Remember their Olympic thing?
Right. It was toxic. People were.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what he wants. So I'll skip ahead a little bit, but apparently by the Olympics, 75% of the bacterial pollution in the Seine will be eliminated. And it's been illegal to swim in that river for 100 years because it's so toxic. And so he wants to
sit with $1 million.
No, 1.4 billion.
I mean, 1 billion. Sorry.
Yeah.
Whoa. Forgot a zero.
Yeah. And they've been at this for a little while. And the people in France are pissed because they're like, $1.4 billion. Didn't you just raise the age that we can retire and get a pension by 2 years? Maybe we could have, if you would have saved that 1.4 billion, we could, still be sipping wine and,
but the
sitting on our
Olympics.
asses. Yeah. Smoking cigs at 62, which I admit sounds fabulous. I'd like to be doing that at 62 as well. But so they're all pissed off, and there's been protests over there about these pension things we saw, and it's gotten out of hand. Fires set, and also the farming stuff, right? I don't really know exactly what was happening there, but the EU
farmers are rising up, man.
Yeah.
That's what
the yellow jackets, right?
Yellow jackets, yeah. Macron's got his hands full over there.
He's like a 30-something%. He's like even lower than Biden, which is impressive.
Well, there was one time where he caved to the yellow jackets' demands and gave them more than they asked for.
That was the farming thing, yeah. I forget what it was. There's too many protests over there to keep track of, honestly.
Something with petrol, as they call it.
The French also, a great part about their protests is a lot, there's a lot of flashing, a lot of topless women at theirs, which is nice spin on it, It's more just angry people and tear gas in the United States, some boobs flashing out when they're at a Paris protest. That's nice.
They know how to protest. It ends in a drunken orgy usually. You got to go through the motions, but it ends awesome usually. Yeah.
Right. Not the same over here. No.
Yeah. So in response to this, perceived slap in the face and wasted money to clean up a dirty river, that the Parisians don't even want the Olympics to happen because they're like, listen, while the Olympics sound like a good thing for this country and not many countries make money off of it, Macron's it's like Macron's big deal. He's going to bring the Olympics to Paris. He's going to save the city, blah, blah, blah. And they hate Macron. So they're going to do anything they can to ruin it for Macron.
Sure.
And they want to show him who's boss. So they are going to congregate on the Seine on June 23rd, pull down their pantaloons and take some big, smelly baguette and cheese-filled shits right in the river.
Oh, they're going to add to the cleanup effort.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
They're all going to shit simultaneously.
Simultaneously. These are AI images, I'm sure, because these are toilets lined up on the Seine.
No, they're just going to have to squat right over the edge.
Yeah.
You got to bring your own toilet paper to that one.
It's a shit mob. You've heard of a flash mob. This is a shit mob.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
this is the flush mob.
Yeah. So
have they released the time, Wes, or is that part of the shit mob thing? Like you don't know the time. They're going to strike and you're just going to see people shitting.
There's not going to be enough cops to stop all the people running to the river to take a shit in it. Is what I'm hoping happens.
There will be loud yelling going on. Will you'll know when it's happening?
Yeah. Children
you'll know
screaming.
Oh my
fear.
God! Sacre poo!
The sirens will be everywhere. So according to this article, this all started back in May after Macron, who is again 46 and fucking 71-year-old Bridget Macron. There she is. There they are together. Just
somehow they like, and then we'll get to them standing with Jill and Joe in Normandy. Like that couple somehow looks vibrant and young next to our first couple.
She looks like Tan Mom.
I think Jill looks better than Bridget.
Yeah, probably
honestly,
so.
but
Probably so.
Yeah.
You'll see the clip.
yeah, I think I'd rather, if I had to, choose one of them. Anyway,
for sure on that front. But you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So anyway, back in May, Macron and the mayor of Paris, this woman Anne Hidalgo, they said that we're going to take a swim in the city's river to prove that their efforts and all this money that they've been spending to clean it up were not in vain. So it's like, remember the Indian guy who said he was going to drink the river water and then he got sick and almost died?
Yeah.
They're pulling a similar kind of stunt where they're like, look, the water's so clean, you weren't allowed to swim in it, but now since we've spent all this money, we're going to swim in it and show you that we're not going to die. And that's supposed to happen on June 23rd.
You better wear some nose plugs, butt plugs, ear plugs.
Yeah. So that's
the dirty river.
One of the main reasons that they're going to shit on June 23rd. I think that's the date that Macron and Hidalgo are supposed to do this spectacle of swimming in the river.
Shouldn't they shit on the 22nd so it's as toxic as possible? Like in the night.
Yeah, well, I think they want to get fresh. I think they want to get floaters in there, dude. Like on camera.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you're gonna have to get out there before Macron. You're gonna have to shit early. You're gonna have to make sure
I think the image of the morning. People shitting while he's swimming is what they want.
Exactly, because if they all shit on the 22nd and people take pictures, then they're going to call off the swim. They want the swim to go on, and then to get him in the act.
Yeah, they're like, this is our chance for us to literally shit on Macron, have him swim through our shit, eat my shit.
You're not gonna get anywhere like close to him. It's gonna be like the protest happens at one end of the river, and then the shitters will be.
Well, let's just say for the sake of fun that
is there a stream? They're gonna shit downstream and have it float towards.
They should get up, down like upstream of him, so it goes downstream.
Right, they're gonna throw shit at him. Probably.
I mean, like, there's no way that the French they have like Secret Service. I'm sure, like they won't let him get close.
Right, but there's gonna be shit in that water anyway. So when it was
already
announced,
more shit. Yeah.
So when it was announced, the hashtag Je chie dans la Seine le 23 juin, which means I'm shitting in the Seine June 23rd, started taking off. There's another picture of AI of everyone holding up toilet paper next to the Seine. So it's hopefully gonna happen. I really hope it happens. And again, the French people, a lot of the protesters, TikTokers over there don't want these Olympics. So back whenever they raised the pension age, they promised Macron that if you do this, which he did, he like pushed it through parliament without even a vote, I think, we're going to ruin the Olympics for you. So they're going to try to keep good on their promise. And this shitting in the river is basically like the torch lighting of their protests.
It's a great first step.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a good protest. They, as we said at the top of the segment, they know how to protest. The French, they're the number one country for protests. Yeah,
it's really hard to take a dump in the water, as we call it, an aqua dump, AD. But it's not super hard to lean over the edge and just drop one in from land.
No.
Yeah.
The stage fright
holding it in.
Yeah, you have to have one on deck. If you're trying to squeeze it out, that's going to be a tough situation.
French are smelly folk too. Those are going to be some nasty shits.
It's not daily showers. No, never.
No.
Certainly not daily hair washing. You see how oily it gets? I mean, you can smell a French guy sometimes, like an older French man, he's not wearing any deodorant. You can smell him, from like you're walking up and down like the stairs in a building or something. You can smell him a couple flights ahead. It lingers. They have a musk about them. Yeah,
they do have a musk about them.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So hopefully the protests don't turn like violent like they have been with fires and stuff like that. And this, but
I mean, shitting's pretty violent. That's
pretty violent.
That's aggressive.
It is. I really hope it happens.
Starting. The floor is starting pretty violent.
Yeah. So they're just trying to ruin the Olympics for Macron, and this is the kickoff of it.
I mean, I love the protests of the Olympics, like especially because it's always centered around something like this, like it's economic shit at home. It's not like about the Olympics, because once the Olympics happens, they're going to be like cheering on the French people.
When it actually
sucks at the Olympics. When it actually hits, I feel like a lot of the weight of the protest really dies down.
France is better at the winter than summer.
Sports. Yeah.
Oh. We'll
Yeah, it's interesting.
keep an eye on out June 23rd. See if it happens.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure. Thanks, Wes.
I wonder if this is going to start. If this is successful, if this is going to start a shit protest movement.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially. And Tiller points out France is the home of Poupon.
Yeah.
You have gray Poupon.
For me, have Poupon. Yeah.
They have a river to Poupon.
Yeah.
And yeah. So France. That's it, Wes. Nothing else. We're just gonna keep our eyes on.
We're gonna watch closely for the June 23rd date, and hopefully we get to see people shitting in the Seine.
You know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna put it in our shared calendar. The 23rd. It's got to be early.
Now they're ahead, so it would be it would be like really early morning for us, probably on the.
You know what? I'm gonna move this back to the 22nd.
Yeah, let's get ahead of it.
And I'm gonna say.
It's 10. They're only 4 hours ahead. Looks like
they're like 6.
Oh yeah, they're right. You're right. They're like 6.
I think they're like 6 hours ahead.
Actually, they're 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends. We're Central Time, but I think they're 5 ahead of East.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm. There it is. And so now we'll know.
Okay. Good.
I'm gonna put it at a time that's annoying for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they're ahead. They're ahead of us.
You like to think it's going to happen after lunch, at least, you know?
Yeah. All right. There we go. Okay. Poop watch is in the calendar, the shared Hard Factor calendar. Okay. Next up, I'm going to get back to the poop news. A huge international poop news day. It's gripping the international community. But first, another important topic we need to discuss, sent in by our own Phish fanatic, Bathtub Jim, who recently had a birthday. Happy birthday, belated Jim. And other Phish fans in the Heart of Hive, I'm sure, wanted to send it in, but they were probably too high, to send it in because Phish fans like to party,
They do.
Yeah. Like you go to a Phish show to get fucked up, and then jam out, right?
Yeah, they're going to miss a few meetings, but that's okay because they're fun, and you expect that from them, right? Like you're like, he forgot again.
But the older Phish, I don't know, do they have a name? The older Phish folks will be like, they'll probably, let you know in advance. They're gonna take a pad day because they know
they're not gonna miss anything Phish related.
Right. No, but they're gonna let their job know. They've learned from doing acid at Phish shows so many times.
Dude, if you've ever worked with the Phish head, that's all they talk about. You'll know 6 months in advance when they're going to the Phish show. Yeah.
We'll need a week to recover.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So
they get annoying with that Phish stuff.
It's like the birth of a child when they book.
It's like the younger version of Grateful Deadheads, or Parrot Heads, like Jimmy Buffett fans. It's like it's a very similar culture.
They were showing you used campers they're thinking about buying.
Yeah.
Talking about the last Burning Man because they were all there. Anyways, we have a huge controversy developing at the Sphere in Las Vegas surrounding the Phish show that was there on 420. Whoa. And this right here, you don't remember that? Yeah, Phish played.
That's just you saying that sentence is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was great. They got
420.
First 420 show, maybe, I don't know. This is a Phish fan right here at Funk Your Face is what he goes by on Instagram, and he recorded himself. I'm going to play it for you guys. It's a silent video. He recorded sound out. He recorded himself hitting a bong inside, the Sphere right there.
He's playing to the crowd. Look at him.
He looks like Colin Phillips a little bit. He's just smoking a bong, blowing it into the people behind him. They're getting ready for the Phish show. He's having a great time. I would have assumed every Phish fan at the 420 Sphere show in Las Vegas would have taken the same exact video. The video would have
expected a bigger bong, to be honest with you.
Right, like a 10-foot bong.
Yeah,
like a
passing it around like a surfing bong amongst the crowd.
Like it's a cup snake at a baseball game, except it's a bong because it's a Phish show.
Exactly.
It's like
that was a little tame actually. Now, when you said Funk Your Face, does he spell it PHUNK?
Of course, you got to give it big ups to Phish.
Probably PHACE too.
No, your face is normal.
He forgot on the face. Remember, they forgot.
Yeah, he was high, so he only remembered the first PH. And then so he recorded himself doing that. He posted it, And the video is great. All of us love it. I think it's a great time. You would expect that at a Phish show. He's loving life. And anyways, not according to Madison Square Garden Entertainment, who is permanently banned at Funk Your Face from the Sphere and everywhere else. He can't go to any MSG properties. In the letter they sent him at all, Mark, he's banned forever. Get out of here. Want to hit a bong inside the Sphere, buddy?
He's not the one that booked Phish.
You want to hit a bong inside the Sphere, buddy, at MSG? No, okay? No.
In Vegas?
I mean, it's legal to smoke weed in Vegas,
yeah.
But not in public places, technically. But I mean, come on.
Come on.
A Phish concert in Vegas at the Sphere. Okay. Anyways, everybody loves the Sphere bong guy. Everybody's just calling him the Sphere bong guy.
Well, wait, real quick. Remember when do you guys ever go down to the Capitol on 420 and like
in DC?
You could just smoke on the Capitol in DC when it was very illegal and no one would fuck with you. Like this is like back Vegas in the Sphere. Give me a
that was back in like the late 90s. You could
now Sphere has a PH. Do you think they were calling it the Phish show?
I mean, for the sake of brevity, it would be nice, but when you're fucked up, it might be hard to remember. Of course, it may just like all meld together naturally too, and it works. But yeah, so they banned him from everything. The letter they sent him, we have a copy. He posted it online. It's pretty funny, and it says, "On April 20th, 2024, you posted an Instagram video of yourself smoking inside the Sphere with the caption, 'First bong hit ever to be ripped in the Sphere Vegas at Phish. You knowingly violated the guest code of conduct.' Okay." And then there's some more. He goes, "You are hereby banned from all MSG venues." And he lists whoever this lawyer is, Craig Shrimp or something, lists every single venue that MSG owns. And this, the fucking Sphere bong guy is never allowed to step foot in again.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck stopping him. They're going to put a picture of him up every.
Well, he's going to forget he got this notice tomorrow.
True. No, he's not, Mark, because did you see what he captioned it with on his story? "The Sphere sent me a plaque to commemorate what is now officially the first bong hit ever taken inside the Sphere." They actually
way
gave
to
him
spin it. That's amazing.
That is awesome.
Gave him the certificate.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
They just blew his head up, dude. That's amazing. Yeah.
Fucking Christopher S. Shrimp Esquire signed it personally. So
backfired, Shrimp.
Yeah. It's tough for Shrimp Esquire.
Well, that Phish fan's gonna be unbearable for the rest of his life with that thing hanging on.
He's a top Phish fan.
He's top Phish.
He's gonna get that on a t-shirt, right? He's gonna get that letter on a t-shirt and he's gonna go to all the shows.
Oh yeah. He's a celebrity in the Phish community now. He's unstoppable.
You just see a crowd around him and he's showing him the video.
Yeah.
Check it out, bro. It's me.
This isn't the bong because obviously I lost that, but it was like this one.
Yeah. Nobody else had the balls, bro. Nobody had the balls. Just blowing smoke, bro. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then he like hands you a whippet. Yeah, I mean, Funk Your Face is awesome. Okay, he's a great guy, but he will be unbearable. Wes is right. He's gonna get way too cocky.
Yeah, he was awesome. Now
Yeah.
He should sell.
Oh, are you the Sphere bong guy?
If he doesn't sell bongs already, which there's a good chance he does, he should now.
Oh, he's gonna have his own strain. He's gonna have his own bong line.
Yeah.
Oh, Sphere bong guy is welcome. He should. Yeah. I mean, everybody in Nevada would do business with him besides the Sphere and MSG.
I bet we can get him on the show.
We could definitely. I was thinking that as I was writing this, I was like, I should just DM at Funk Your Face, but it was just.
We would absolutely get him, but it's one of those things where it might take 3 or 4 go. We're not going to announce it till he just pops on because he's going to forget.
True.
This is the type of guy. It's hard.
A lot of scheduling tag with that Funk Your Face probably. Yeah. But Bruce Eric points out, in compliance with Nevada regulations, there is no smoking, including electronic cigarettes, permitted anywhere in the Sphere. This policy is strictly enforced. Violation of this regulation is grounds for ejection. That is their policy. It's the same policy at every casino. And if you do get caught hitting your vape pen out on the floor, which you should not do, they will get pissed and potentially kick you out of the casino. You need to mind your P's and Q's. The Sphere needs to fucking relax a little bit because it's a music venue. It's not a casino. So it's not
again, they hired Phish on 420.
Yeah. So what do you expect?
Right. Are they going to ban everyone that went to the Phish show? Because they
should. Show? Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh man, commenter, they call me Big Joe, says I feel like it's a fake letter. Been to many shows at MSG venues, and blunts and bowls and tubes are literally rotating around the crowd.
Yeah.
But I have heard that the Sphere, Big Joe, is extremely strict from people in Vegas, around Vegas, and I'm in Reno, across the state. So
And there's
I don't know.
so many damn cameras. Every panel's a camera.
I could believe it. I could believe it because I think that they're trying to make an example out of him.
Right.
At Funk Your Face was so fucking brash that he tagged them in it at Sphere Vegas, at First Bong Rip.
He poked the
Phish.
Sphere.
Yeah, he poked the Sphere. Exactly, Weston. So they're trying to set an example out of at Funk Your Face, but he just spun it right back in their face.
Right. Other MSG venues are a little lax. Some of them are outdoors, right? I think there's the beach one, and then but the Sphere is like one of those restaurants that has a dress code to keep certain people out. You know,
they're the only one that has Craig at F Shrimp Esquire
no hats
writing notes for him, right?
Yeah,
when somebody gets caught doing something. The other locations don't have that,
right?
So
Esquire, what a tool.
His last name's Shrimp too. What a douche.
It's Shrimp, actually.
Do you have to sign it Esquire if you're a lawyer, or is that just something that you do if you're a douche?
No, it's just a funny thing to say to lawyers because they're all Esquire, I think.
His last name's Shrimp Dick.
Yeah, his last name's Shrimp Dick. That's tough. Richard Shrimp Dick?
Why aren't you listening to me? I told you no. Shut up.
Anyway, in less important news than that, I think the Sphere Bong guy is pretty much one of the most important stories of the week. But in less important news than that, in my opinion, in the world's opinion, seemed to be much more important because it was trending all over Twitter, is the international community is watching closely. Not this one wasn't trending, but this is an update that you need to be aware of. They're watching closely as South Korea has vowed to take unbearable, which is a weird term. Why they say unbearable actions in retaliation to the North Korean shit balloons. So they got the shit balloons
upset.
Yeah. And they say, we're going to take unbearable action against you, which is a very odd term.
Well, I mean, I would say the shit balloons are unbearable. So, good luck topping that.
Yeah. It points to more shit being involved potentially. Because why would you use unbearable if you weren't going to continue?
No, I mean, they should just.
It is a translation.
They should be real quiet about it.
I think it's a translate. There's no.
Yeah.
What word were they trying to say?
I don't have no idea.
Outside of totally nuking North Korea, there's nothing they can do to come back from this when they should just take it on the chin and be quiet about it. I mean,
I thought they were going to, but now they're saying they're going to give an unbearable reaction, retaliation.
No, it's not going to be impressive. They need to shut up about it. They got the shit balloons.
They're going to drop K-pop stuff again. And over in Normandy, this is the one that was trending. President Biden, he tried to sit in his chair early on stage at the 80th anniversary of D-Day. And he did. You could see there's a chair behind him. He tried to sit down early. He thought he could sit. He couldn't. Jill Biden, then First Lady, is standing next to him. They're all on stage. Brigitte Macron, Biden, and Jill. Biden's like slouching over, trying to sit in his chair early before they're supposed to sit down. He's not supposed to sit down yet. Jill starts like mouthing to him. I'm going to show you the video in a second. It starts mouthing to him, but it set off a huge debate within America where Americans were viciously debating. Was President Biden trying to sit in his chair early, or did he have a potty accident in his pants and he froze in the moment? There's a lot of debate on the internet. Here's the video. You guys tell me what you think. I think he's trying to sit in the chair early.
Okay.
Shakes Macron's hand.
Mm-hmm.
He looks over at Jill, tries to sit in his chair.
Sit yet to it. No, he's going to hurt himself.
The chair. And then she's like
frozen.
And she's like telling him something.
Okay. I don't think he shit himself because that's the worst poker face for shitting yourself.
Just slouching over.
Just like announcing it. No, he didn't shit himself. It's funny looking, but that's no one would have that reaction to shitting themselves. That's like pointing at your butt. You're like, look,
right.
I mean, he should keep a chair near him at all times if that's what if he is shitting himself.
I think he just wants to sit down.
Yeah, he just wants to sit down badly.
Yeah, but if you looked at his face before he started the shit was a very worried face. Like,
yeah,
right there. He goes. It's like an oh no moment. Did you see?
Why would he just like
Did you
lean
see the
into
oh
it
no
like that.
moment?
Come on.
Towards his
That's-
wife.
Look at it. I mean, that looks like what the French people are going to do in the Seine. Like
His
this-
eyes got real wide for a second there.
No, I doubt he shit himself and then continued to do that in that form.
No, I think he had to actually. Everybody sat down. I think right after that, and
Yeah.
actually, sat through some stuff. Anyways, people were saying, okay, Bruce Eric's got something up. People were saying that he was escorted out early, sometime shortly after this, and so it was fueling the pants pooping rumors. But yeah, everybody sits down in a second here. He just kept trying to sit down, 10 seconds before it was time to sit down.
Well, that's
I mean,
the worst.
God, I
thing
hope he didn't
That's the
shit his
worst thing you
pants.
could do if you dumped yourself is squat and sit in it.
Right. But the thing is, it's fuel to the fire because obviously it's only 1 month after the poop your pants accusations of this video when he was walking on the White House lawn and he just froze and there was no explanation. He just freezed.
50% of the people are going to say he shit himself no matter what.
Yeah.
So he's got
Yeah.
two back-to-back, starting off back-to-back months.
I hope he
with
did,
poop
and I hope he didn't. You know what I mean?
big accusations.
I don't think he did.
I'd be happy
The
either way.
funniest part- The funniest part about that is that Biden started 2 months May. That was early May when he was accused of pooping his pants on the White House lawn. And then June, the Normandy one, where there's the poop pants debate. In between then, former President Donald Trump was accused of wearing diapers and shitting his pants in court.
Yeah, farting and shitting in court. No, that's look, we're dealing with two guys that 50% say this guy's shitting his pants, 50% say that guy's shitting his pants, and bottom line is both of them might be.
Yeah, they're probably both shitting their pants, everybody.
Yeah,
It's I mean, that's,
neither guy is.
if it quacks like a
Yeah.
duck and it looks like a duck, it's probably a duck.
Neither guy has total control of his bowels.
No. So it's election 2024 brought to you by Metamucil or whatever the fuck these two should be drinking because neither of them has control over their bowels, allegedly. And I mean, apparently there's audio and firsthand witness accounts for the Trump stuff, and then everybody's seen the videos on Biden. It's like, one of those pauses has to be a pants.
What's the easiest thing to accuse the left accuse Trump, the right accuse Biden of doing it, and it's just so believable for both that, and it's funny, and it's so funny that you could just say it any time. Trump shit his pants, Biden shit his pants, and
I think the reality is
everyone, half the people will just agree with you.
It's low hanging fruit because both sides are
very
right.
low. It's very low hanging fruit.
It's low hanging fruit because both sides are right. Because both dudes probably shit their pants all the time.
Like their old testicles, it's low hanging.
Yeah, real low, saggy.
Yeah.
That's anyways. That wraps up, I think, unless Mark, you got more poop news.
No, I don't. But
Okay.
I have another update on Corey Harris, guys. The man that pulled into a Zoom meeting right now. Who could forget the funniest Zoom court clip since that lawyer turned himself into a cat? Remember that?
Oh,
that was the best.
That was the best. This one's second best.
Second best court. Yeah, second best Zoom court video. The lawyer, the cat lawyer was absolutely.
I'm not a cat.
Oh, no, I'm not a cat.
We know, dude.
I'm ready to go on.
He had such a timid voice too. It paired well with the cat filter. So Harris got slammed by the judge for driving while attended his suspended license hearing. We've talked about it a few times. Then it came out, and evidence from a 2022 court ruling showed officially that a judge signed off that his license suspension is over. But
right.
And we were like, let him go. That wasn't the end of it. I guess there's another update and court hearing with the same judge, Judge Cedric Simpson, who is just on this dude. And it's landed Corey Harris in jail again. Check out the local news clip. And heads up, I think YouTube might copyright some of these news clips. So if you can't hear it on YouTube, you'll definitely be able to hear it on Spotify and Apple and everywhere else. But some people have been like, I can't hear the clips. So we'll sum it up afterwards.
Automatically cuts them out sometimes if you watch a show on YouTube. Just watch it on Spotify.
If there's no audio on the clip, we'll sum it up after.
By the way, we always try to keep it in compliance.
New tonight, a shocking twist for the man who went viral for driving during a virtual court hearing for a suspended license.
Corey Harris showed up in person at a Washtenaw County courthouse today, hoping to set the record straight and put this entire saga
He brought a
behind him.
cane.
Instead, we're reporting on a brand new chapter.
He's wearing a
7
fingers
News
crossed
Detroit
shirt.
reporter Kimberly Craig has been keeping up with the twists and turns of this one. She was in court today as it all unfolded.
Well, nothing went the way Corey Harris thought it was going to go in court today.
It never
the
does.
judge started off by slamming Corey Harris, saying he's never even had a valid driver's license. And the afternoon ended with Harris going to jail.
The person that needed to be blamed is the person that he was staring at in the mirror. He didn't do what he should have done.
The judge came ready to set the record straight with Corey Harris, who has claimed that he thought the suspension on his driver's license was removed 2 years ago.
That court and its friend of the court did nothing wrong. His driving privileges were unsuspended in 2022. That required Mr. Harris to do something. He didn't do it.
The judge said Harris never paid his clearance fees with the court or the Secretary of State to lift the suspension. But that's not all.
He has never had a Michigan license, ever.
We asked Harris yesterday if he ever had a valid driver's license. He claimed he didn't remember. Do you ever recall having one? Having a driver's license?
No way. I knew that.
A driver's permit or?
I believe. I don't know. I can't say yes and I can't say no.
That's a no.
You would remember getting a driver's license.
He's never had a license. Oh, man. So this time Harris showed up in person to court. No word on how he got there. And he was arrested on a 9-year-old bench warrant for guess what?
Driving on no license.
That's correct. While driving on a suspended license. Harris was reportedly shocked-faced again when the judge was ridiculing him and sentenced him to his arrest. And, as was Harris's attorney, Diane Webster Cox, who said she was shocked.
Because he kept telling her he had a license.
Yeah, as well as his sick wife who was in court to support
him.
Probably drove Corey. There she is.
Corey kept telling everybody that he got that taken care of, but he just never did for like 25 years.
Well, his wife was like, he just paid for the 2022 thing, the fees this week. Why does this judge keep harassing him? This poor doofus is getting picked on a bit too much by the judge, who's clearly trying to teach him a lesson. It's more like his dad than a judge. Go easy on the poor guy.
He wants him to get a license, I think, is the main thing. He's pissed. He's pissed that he won't get a license.
Too late to teach Corey life lessons, Judge.
Exactly, Wes. He's not a paperwork guy. Corey Harris is never going to fill out the right forms and pay the right ticky-tack fees. Jail's not going to change that.
Right. He's going to be driving without a license as soon as he gets out of jail. I mean, that's pretty clear, right? Like, it's not.
I don't think
it's
it's
not like he didn't. Yeah. He didn't. I mean, nothing from that segment made me think he's gonna.
No. Well, the thing that really pissed the judge off and the defense people were like, he told the cops he knew he didn't have a license, but the judge was like, it's not like he doesn't know where the place is. He keeps going to get his state ID renewed, but he just won't get a license. So the judge is a little upset. Speaking of jail, Alec Baldwin is not in it. He's so not in jail that he's starring in a new reality TV show called The Baldwins, which will follow around him, his wife, Hilaria, and the shitload of kids they have.
8 kids, right?
7.
Wow. 7. Wow.
Yeah.
Those aren't all theirs. Is it? That's Hilaria didn't pump all those out, did she?
I have no idea.
Are they Mormons?
I have no idea. I have no idea how he has 7 young kids.
Man of kids.
It's a lot of kids. It's going to be on TLC, like all those shows with a bunch of kids are. Yes, they have 7 young kids who will.
Does he call one of them a fat pig? He
will. If I think they're pretty trim now, but if they get out of line, redhead's in danger there in the front.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So they have 7 young kids who will all be heavily featured in the show, which is always good for kids.
Of course, it's TLC too. It's gonna be so tame. You're not gonna get to see the real Alec. It's gonna be lame.
It's just like Alec Baldwin to do what's best for his children in their lives. It's just that's the kind of guy he is.
Listen, he does have a large family to support. Some, like until the system works itself out. Like I understand he has to work, but I just don't know why he's doing a reality TV show with his kids.
Why not put your kids to work?
Seems
Mark?
like.
That's the best
weird
thing
choice
for the whole family. Now everybody's working, even at a young age.
I wish it were a sitcom instead of a reality show with Baldwin and just actors, and he could like shoot someone each episode that is messing with his family as a running gag, like Kenny dying each episode in South Park.
Mm-hmm.
He just takes someone out.
Alec Baldwin is like if you imagined yourself with absolutely no morals, and then that's what it feels like to be Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin's like if the devil shoulder kept getting its way, like the guy on your shoulders telling you to, and you're successful and you're good looking and things are working out for you, but you're kind of a dick. Baldwin's trial for involuntary manslaughter does begin,
Pepper.
yeah, in a month. So he is going to trial. He's going to trial in a month for involuntary manslaughter. Yeah. And Helena Hutchins' family lawyer, Gloria Allred, is one of the people like most that are disgusted that this show is even coming out, saying that this appears to me to be a calculated and cynical public relations move to try to influence the jury pool in New Mexico to think of him as a sympathetic family man rather than as the killer of Helena Hutchins, who was the beloved daughter of our clients Olga Solovey, Helena's mother, Anatoly Andrazovich, Helena's father, and Svetlana Zemko, Helena's sister. So Allred's doing her thing. And it's, show hasn't begun filming. It might be delayed since he's going on trial, and season 2's in jeopardy.
If you didn't think Alec Baldwin was going to throw his 7 kids in between him and a jail cell, you have got to be kidding yourself, because that's the first thing he's going to do.
You're looking at him like, I got all 7 of you. What I got to do?
Kids. You better
all I got left right
cute.
there.
Yeah.
May as well pull the cord, try it out, and in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Film these fuckers.
They're going to be all sitting down to dinner together and saying grace and doing the whole family thing.
Let you love daddy. Come on, do another take.
Now say, don't send daddy to jail.
Guys, she's got it in her. Don't let her stop until she gets to take, saying that I'm the best dad in the world, okay?
And Hilaria, if you could be a bad mother so they don't want to put me away because you can't take care of these 7 kids as a bad mother, that would be great too.
Develop a drinking problem.
Yeah, if you could just be a shitty mother on the TV show too. Incapable of care.
You're on the crew of the set inside Alec Baldwin's house. You got to watch out. Watch your back, because
I got an airtight NDNA.
He's gonna have last say on the edits.
100%.
oh yeah,
It's part of the deal.
You don't want to be the editor
might kill
in a room with Alec Baldwin chain smoking cigarettes while you're editing.
That would be the worst scenario in the history of the world, is sitting next to Baldwin while he edited his show.
Were you gonna leave that in, Ace?
Yeah.
You were gonna leave that in? Get the fuck out of here. You're fired.
You're gonna leave that frame.
Yeah. So, anyways,
I think that's a good frame for me.
Baldwin's is set to come out next year on TLC, and that's the show for the week for us. I think we have one more Patreon show at patreon.com/hardfactorfloridaman Friday. Check that out. We love you all. Have a great fucking weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.